This kale sure has grown slowly but surely. This is the kale that I sowed from seed a while ago now, and it is slow going. Now this soil I amended from the beginning, and these cabbages were planted after everything in these beds. From starts, not from seed, and they are doing a lot better. It doesn't matter how long you garden, you are not immune to failures, especially when you're starting out in a new place with new resources and building new soil and all that stuff. Failure happens. Noah is over here putting a drain in, right, Nosk?
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes you may hear me call Noah Nosk, which is his nickname for his full name, Nosky my broski. Nosk.
I forgot that's what it was for.
I've just called you that for so long.
You just called me Nosk for so long.
Oh, yeah. So Noah's getting this drain in because the water pools up down here. And then we're going to put in the garden beds. I think the only thing that has not minded the poor soil has been the sweet peas. Now, they're not as full and vigorous as they usually are, but they are producing. Of course, I've amended the soil, but everything got a slow start. I was noticing that my radishes are looking about ready to use. I'm not going to pull them out tonight because I'm not using them tonight, but I will work them in the next few days. Maya just paused to give Noah direction, but he was over here adding a plug, an outlet, as you would properly call it, to, I guess it's a pergola thing. What is this? Is this a pergola?
I guess.
Yeah, and you're adding an outlet to it?
Yeah, I'm adding a outlet that will run off of that outlet with a switch. So when we put up all your pretty lights, you can turn them on and off.
Oh, so sweet.
That's my name.
I'm actually going to be starting to cook dinner here in just a little bit. But now that the golden hour is at 4:45 in the evening, we can take our little golden hour walks before I cook dinner, which is kind of nice. I'm looking at the bright side here. Speaking of golden, look at that light. Glorious. Let's go get in Mater. You want to go get in tow Mater?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
There's Con and Bear in the backyard. I get asked about Con all the time, but like when you see the other dogs going around with us, Con doesn't go because he acts a fool on the farm. And he's 155 pounds, so it only takes like one bounce on a chicken and no more chicken. So we protect Con from himself and we protect the other animals from him too. So when we're shooting videos, usually he's in the house or in the backyard. He needs our full attention. Look at those chickies. Y'all check these guys out. Here's the round of meat chickens that we, don't touch the fence, it's on, that we did before it got too cold. They are about 2 weeks out from processing at this point. And we're moving them every few days. We move them into a larger fence so they can have a little more space. But it's about time for them to move over. They'll probably get new grass tomorrow.
Can we go check for the eggs?
Yeah, you want to go check for the eggs? We need to get a basket or something. You want to run into the house and get one? I'll swing you by.
What?
I don't think there's one back there.
There is.
Oh, we have buckets. There you go.
This one.
That one? That's the one?
No.
That one will work too, yeah. Good thinking. Nice improvising. Alright, we can go get the eggs. I was going to go up and see the piggies first. You want to do that first?
No.
No. This man knows what he wants to do. Eggs first. He's on a mission. Ready to harvest, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Turkey.
Oh, hey, turkeys.
Turkey, turkey.
Oh, look, he's going to strut for us. Hey, hey, Ben, hold on. I want to look at this Tom. Look at him. Oh, you talking to him? So pretty.
Is it off?
It's off. Don't worry. I'll go ahead and unplug it. And actually, we can probably just step over it. You climbed over yourself, you little stinker. I was going to come help you. What do you think?
Chicken.
Is there a chicken sitting on those eggs?
No.
No. Okay. Here, let me pull that out.
Can you hold the bucket?
I surely can.
That's clean.
That's clean. Those eggs are clean. That's true.
Look at that.
You know, I was just telling everybody that what makes the eggs clean is when you make sure your chickens have dry ground to walk in, because then they don't have muddy feet. Very nice. Thank you, sir.
Let's see if there's any more. Can
Nope, no more.
you take them?
Yep, I surely can. Are you scared of those birds? Benjamin had a run-in with a mean rooster one time when he was younger, and it changes a man, doesn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got stories to tell about mean roosters. Really, it is a traumatizing thing. So many people that I get to talk to through here will tell me, oh, I really don't like chickens, or I'm still scared of chickens because they had a run-in as a child. And that is why mean roosters become mean rooster stew on our farm, or mean rooster and dumplings. You get the idea.
Rooster and dumpling.
That's right, because we want our babies to feel safe around our animals, isn't that right? So
I have to buckle.
now, also the agreement with that is, are you buckling the eggs up? The agreement with that is that our kids have to behave themselves around the chickens. So that mean rooster originally came after Ben when he was chasing the hens. So we weren't originally sure if he was actually a mean rooster, if he was just doing his job. So Benjamin learned a lesson that we don't mess with the chickens in a way that makes him feel unsafe, because we have to provide them safety if we want them to be safe for us. But then the rooster came after me, and then we knew he really was a mean rooster. Here's the alpaca girlies. Hey girls. Hey little darlings, come here. Hey Gabriel. Hey handsome man. Hey girlies. Hello. Can I have a kiss? Oh, sweet, sweet darling.
Tori, can I have a kiss?
You want to see Tori?
Can I have a kiss? You don't like me.
You gotta, it's actually Gabriel. I think she's not liking about the situation. Come here, Gabe. Here, I'll give you attention. Okay, go get your kiss, Ben.
Can I have a kiss? Tori, can I have a kiss?
Oh, sweet girl. So sweet. And here are Marley and Sweetheart. Significantly less sweet, but still beautiful and nice to have around. Hey, Tori girl. Tori has the prettiest eyes. Hey, pretty girl. Hi. Our alpacas are retired ladies, and they're really here just for our enjoyment. We do shear them. My hope was to learn to spin. I have practiced that some. I'm actually going to get my spinning wheel out now that the weather's getting cooler. And I am set to turn in my book deadline next month for my next book. And then maybe in the dead of the winter I'll have some time to spin. Maybe. Hey honey girl. Okay.
Hopi!
Hey Hopi. Hey pretty girl.
Hopi. Hi, Hopi.
Hey darling.
I want to pet her.
Hey honey. Hey Hope.
Hi, Hopi.
Maya actually milked Hope by himself this morning because I had a doctor's appointment.
Thank you. Come here, little girl.
Oh, yep. Thank you, girl.
I love cows.
I love cows too. Oh, there's Miriam. She's come to say hello. They all have to come check us out. Hey, Maggie, back up, homie. Go on. Go on. Magdalene, stop it. You're being a butthead. Stop.
Where's Maggie?
You're being a stinker.
Oh. Wait, her full name's Magdalene?
Yeah. There's John boy feeling better. It's good to see.
Wait, what happened to him?
He wasn't feeling well. I showed him on another video, and Daddy was medicating him, but he's doing better now. I'm very happy to see him acting more himself.
Leslie! Leslie! Come here.
Oh, there's Sweetness.
Oh, no. You're so hard to reach, Mom. There you go.
Nestle's a good one. Yeah, that little one's name is Mary.
I didn't know she was Jesus' mom.
Well, she's not because she's a goat, but she does have the same name as Jesus' mom and Grandma Me. Grandma Me told me, because we were doing Downton Abbey names, and that's why I chose Mary, and Grandma Me told me she would really like that pretty goat to be named after her, so that's why that goat's name is Lady Mary. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if Miss Doris here is going to have babies. She could. We still have a few more days. Wouldn't that be crazy if she got bred like the last day we were in Arkansas? I don't know if she's going to. We'll see. I mean, I thought she looked pregnant, but I can't really tell. Those babies sure are cute, aren't they, Ben? The pigs are loud. Maya built a little pen over here to isolate our younger old spot because he was getting really picked on and wasn't getting to eat. Maya's actually been talking to our friend Ben Holler about hiring him to fabricate some sort of like metal pen that's movable. I don't know exactly what they're working out or if that's what we're going to end up using for pigs or what, but I know that he told me he was going to be hiring Ben to do some stuff like that, and we've just been talking about different ways to start moving our animals around. As for right now, we're about to take a couple of round bales of hay and just spread them out in these areas that are getting kind of worn down, just get that soil covered. Nice. Good job showing our willow off. This is our willow. This is the willow that we planted the very first time we came out to this farm in April. It wasn't Daddy's first time, it was our first time. I think it's grown at least a couple of feet.
It's not connected to the willow.
Yeah, you can have that stick now. The willow's no longer using it. Everything is a sword to a little boy. But I feel like our pretty tree is doing well. It's wild for me to remember coming out here in April when we first put this tree in. Maya came in December of last year, so almost exactly a year ago. And we had found another piece of land here in the Midlands of South Carolina. And he and I had driven out here in October of last year and looked at this other piece of land. And it wasn't exactly what we were wanting, but we had just been watching and watching and watching. We were honestly getting a little bit impatient. And we went ahead and put an offer on this land, and they verbally accepted the offer, but there was something legal, like it was caught up in a trust or something, and they were gonna have to get it out, and they told us they would get back to us in a couple weeks. We drove back to Arkansas. We're sitting at our kitchen table there in Arkansas. Maya, like, he had some real estate app on his phone, Zillow or Truly or something like that, and it dinged with a new listing, and it was this property. So weird to remember that now, like the first time I ever saw photos of it, because now it's really starting to feel like home. I gotta get my camera just right because we can't be willy-nilly with the camera on the tripod on the dock. But his phone dinged and he looks at it, and I just hear him chuckle and then go, And then he said, "Hey, look at this one." And I looked at it and I went, whoa. I was like, well, that's beautiful, but we're already in an agreement, you know? And he's like, I know. Well, he kept going back. He kept looking at it. And after a little bit, he messaged our realtor, and it had been over the 2 weeks that they told us it was going to take. And the realtor starts reaching out, and the other people just ghosted us, and they weren't responding. And finally we sent him a message and just said, hey, 48 hours and we rescind our offer. And they never got back to us. And as 48 hours passed, I mean, like, Maya was just raring to go. And he came out here by himself. And he called me, and of course I'm on the edge of my seat at this point, wondering, like, is this gonna be it? And it was. And he called me, and he had been on this property for 5 minutes, and he was like, this is it. Of course, I'm super practical. I'm like, oh, we gotta get a perk test. We gotta do all these different things. And Maya's more the type, when it comes to stuff like this, that like when he knows, he knows. And of course everything worked out with the perk test and with all the different things. I don't know, it's been kind of neat right now surveying where everything is and looking at this farm that we've built this year and just being amazed that it was just barely almost a year ago that he laid eyes on this land for the first time. And every day when I pull back in and the sun is setting behind this tree and it catches that willow tree, and I just think how beautiful it is beside the pond and how much it's grown.
I want to go swim.
You want to go swim? It's a little chilly out here for that. You know, I think this is my favorite place in the whole world. What do you think?
This is your favorite place in the whole entire world?
Yes, truly.
There's nothing else that you like?
I mean, I like other places, but there's no place else I'd rather be than right here on this land with you guys. What do you think?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Deep thoughts, huh, Benny? Something about the golden hour makes me very pensive. Like, I just love to get into that place of gratitude and just looking at the unfolding of things. It helps me because a lot of times when I start thinking about, I really think she's pregnant. Squirrel, or should I say pig. It helps me though, because a lot of times I'm like dreaming of other things, and a lot of the things that I imagine, they feel so far off, or like there's so much work that stands between now and then. And sit back. And it really just helps me to ponder that a year ago everything felt so uncertain, and I just couldn't even wrap my head around where we were gonna be, because we were like very impatiently waiting on that first piece of property to get back to us. And it wasn't exactly what we wanted. It was going to be a lot more work because it needed to be cleared. Didn't have any water, like pond. We had to put a well in here, but it didn't have ponds. It didn't have anything like that. It didn't even, like, we were going to even have to cut in. It didn't even have a way to drive onto the property. And so it's just really encouraging to me when I walk around in the golden hour and my heart is just so wooed by my farm, to realize like this is so much more than I could have imagined. And in just one short year, it went from complete uncertainty to so much being concrete. And don't get me wrong, it's been a ton of work involved, a ton of faith, but now from this point, it really eases any feelings that I might have looking forward of uncertainty, because yeah, it's still uncertain. I don't know exactly how certain things are going to work out, but I just have such a solid faith that they will, and in most cases infinitely more than I can even ask or imagine. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight on this lovely golden farm.
Until next time.
We bless you. Until next time.